You're being robbed right now. It's happening at 9 a.m. on the 1st of every month. $100 disappears from your account and you don't even look up. No alarm, no mask, no note left behind. Just a clean $100, gone, every single month for the next 40 years. And here's the part that should bother you, but won't. This is the one robbery in your entire life you should be praying happens on schedule. Let me show you how the heist works. You're 25. You set the job up yourself, on purpose, on a Tuesday, between two things you've already forgotten. $100, moved into a fund that owns a sliver of every major company in the country, told to take its cut automatically, no questions asked. The account shows $100. It looks like nothing. A robbery this small shouldn't even count. 1 year later, the count is $1,267. You fed it $1,200. The other $67, that's the accomplice. Time. It didn't ask permission. It just showed up while you were sleeping and added its share to the job. Down the hall, there's a man running the opposite operation. Same $100, same monthly schedule. Except his $100 gets spent the second it lands. A better phone plan, a closer parking spot, a subscription he forgot to cancel. He's not being robbed, he's the one doing the spending. Neither of you can tell yet whose $100 picked the winning side. Fast forward, you're 30. The job has been running for 5 years. The count is $7,800. You only put in $6,000. That year, the market took a hit, prices dropped, headlines screamed that everyone was losing money. You didn't check the account. The heist doesn't read the news. It just kept buying shares at a discount while everyone else panicked and pulled out. You didn't plan that move. It happened because you weren't watching. You're 35, 10 years in, the count, $20,700. You've only fed it $12,000 the entire decade. The other $8,700 was never yours to begin with. Somewhere in the last 2 years, without a single notification, the job crossed a line. The account started earning more in a year than you were putting in by hand. The accomplice took over the operation. You just kept showing up on the 1st of the month like nothing had changed. You're 40, 15 years running. The count, $41,800. Last year alone, it grew almost $3,900 without your help, more than triple what you contributed. That spring, a coworker gets let go with nothing saved behind him. You don't say anything. You just quietly realize the heist was never really about retirement. It was building you a wall, one you'll never have to explain to anyone, and hopefully never have to use. You're 45, 20 years. The count, $76,600. You've contributed $24,000 total. Last year's growth alone, $7,200, was 6 times what you put in by hand. At a wedding that summer, the man from down the hall asks, half joking, if that little app ever amounted to anything. You say you stuck with it. You don't say the number. He doesn't ask again. You're 50, 25 years. The count, $134,000. You've put in $30,000 across a quarter century. The account could stop needing you completely tomorrow and it would keep growing on its own. You've become almost irrelevant to your own operation, which, for a heist, is exactly the goal. You're 55, 30 years. The count, $228,000. Total contributed, $36,000. The other $192,000 was never something you earned. It's what happens when you give an accomplice 30 years and don't interrupt it. This is the year the math flips for good. One strong year of growth now outpaces anything you could add by hand, even if you tripled your monthly amount. You're 65, 40 years since that first $100 disappeared without a sound. The count, $637,000. Here's the confession, the part every heist story ends with. Of that $637,000, you only ever contributed $48,000. The other $589,000 was taken, quietly, legally, on schedule, by time itself, working a job you handed it on a Tuesday afternoon decades ago and never checked on again. The man down the hall retired the same year, same job, same salary. His $100 a month also added up to $48,000 over 40 years, same exact amount. He spent his on a lifetime of small, real comforts he genuinely enjoyed. You spent yours on nothing you can point to, and ended up with a silent partner sitting behind your entire life. Neither of you did anything wrong. You just ran two different operations with the exact same amount of money for the exact same number of years. Somewhere right now, it's 9 a.m. on the 1st of the month. $100 is disappearing from someone's account. They're not looking because $100 isn't worth looking at. That's the whole heist. The amount too small to defend is the only amount nobody ever stops. If you want to keep watching what ordinary money does when nobody's supervising it, subscribe before you go. This channel isn't in the business of motivation. It's in the business of showing you the job that's already running in the background of your own life.